Let's free it. No, no, no. Hop in. Please don't fall too far. No, no, no. Easy does it. Easy does it. Hello, everyone. Thranxes here, and welcome back to Astroneer episode 56. We're making some serious progress on the planet Atrox. Hopefully we're going to unlock some more land gateways today. But what we need to do is we need to grab all this graphite here and start making our packagers for scrap. We want to have lots and lots of scrap available to us in case what we need to make requires resources we don't have, so that we don't have to leave this planet and play the shuttle game. Although we have enough hydrazine, it wouldn't be a problem, but it's all in how you prefer to play the game, and I prefer to play the game with copious amounts of scrap material at my disposal. Alright, now we're in sunlight, we need to head east, and east is... say it with me. Treacherousness. That is what is to the east. Okay. We'll get our third packager squared away. And there is no need to delay whatsoever. We're just going to aim for the east and get it going on. Get the drill running. Tumbling over research and rocks, resources. But yet, still heading east. Luckily, these rovers are tanks and are just totally immune to any and all damage, including from the hostile flora that can strike at us like weaponry and artillery. No, no. No, no. We are completely sheltered. Even though our rover seat is completely open, we are sheltered. And no, that's not a complaint. More of like a little quirky, snarky dig. But maybe not so much, because I'm very grateful for that. Because otherwise, these endeavors would be a very slow process that you would undoubtedly have to make on foot. Nope, we're not going to worry about that scrap. There you have it. Come on, drill up, up, up. Zoom the camera out a little bit. There we go. Very good. Oh, look, it's the marbles. Not going to play with that either, though. Oh, what do we have over here? Oxygen tank, power cells. Not really my cup of tea, but we are going to head east. So you see how that happens is you end up heading east, like you're on a good heading. You're doing what you're supposed to do. And then you end up naturally sort of following the terrain like a road. The terrain bends and changes direction ever so slightly. You don't really put it together until you're way off course. Okay then. This here, this is some good scrap right here. Hand it over. Very good stuff. Alright, east lines up with this mountain point over here, this little peak. So let's stay to the right. Whoa, no, 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 we don't want to go down there. Not if we can help it. Wow, look at that mountain. Boy, the terrain here is really obnoxious. look out for boulders. Whoa. Whoa, what is going on here? This is a crazy little biome. So this gray stone here, look at this. How are we to navigate this nonsense, I ask you? We're just gonna drill, we're just gonna grind through it. No, don't fall, don't fall. Drill up, drill up. Yep, drill up. Keep the drill pointed up. I see the beacon, or I see the beam of light, but... Oh my goodness. Wait. Is that a statue? That so looked like a statue, like somebody sitting down with their hands out in front of them for a minute. This is intense. Okay. So, if we're not going to make it, we need to try to drill through here. Come on. Please don't fall into the Swiss cheese crater. End up on the safer side. Nope. Nope. We're going down. We're gonna get wedged. Oh no. Not good. So, what are our options? So we have to hop out and free it. Yep. Now we're gonna get shot at. Yep. Slow down, Thranxes. Slow down. Don't. When you panic, you button mash. When you button mash, you misclick. All right. Let's free it. No, no, no. Hop in. Please, don't fall too far. No, no, no. Easy does it. Easy does it. Look at this. It's so Swiss cheese. I gotta hand it to him, though. The biomes on this planet feel really different. They do. This is sort of incredible. Let's see if we can drill up, drill up. Maybe up and out without falling down into what is surely a hot mess. All right, let's break out of this biome. I think it's worth taking a detour to get around all of that. We'll just try to drill straight, break up some of these rocks here, maybe. Perhaps. Maybe. Whoa, whoa, no! So it's just going to lead us down deeper and deeper. Let's see if we can... maybe... if we can get our wheels sort of steadied here. Hold on. There we go. Oh my goodness. What have we done down here? Well, I'll give it to him. This is definitely a little more challenging than the other planets. I dare say Novus was probably the second most difficult before. No, Visanya was pretty obnoxious with all those rocks. Now we've got the red goop. I think my takeaway is, though, if I'm being quite honest, is that there is a steep difficulty change between Glacio and Atrox. Like, steep. Like, huge difference. Alright, let's get rid of all of this here. sure we can see what we're doing. Okay, so... Alright, no power. Alright, so we're going to get back down here and connect. No, no, no. Come on. Just set the drill aside for now. And the light. Alright, so first things first. We're going to actually use the light as an extender this time because I want some light here, for crying out loud. There we go. Okay, second, we're going to go like here, right? There, that's acceptable. I'm okay with that. Oh, do we need another one, though? Oh, where did it go? So I popped off another extender, and now we can't find it. Great. Alright, so we're one extender short. That's okay. We've got the power. We're going to make the connection. Let's do it. Good night. There we go. That'll work. Sure, why not? Oh, are we clipping through the earth there? Through the terrain? It's not okay. And now we're losing extenders everywhere. Extenders can be replaced. My sanity, on the other hand. Alright, and we gotta continue east. That direction. Oh. As long as we can get out of this biome. It can't really be worse, can it? Extender, 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 and we're one extender short. Nope, there it is. I knew I'd find you if I just dug a little bit. So now the way to get up here is to go through this little path, and voila. Is it worth going back? I think it is. We do have a piece of scrap, so let's do it. It'll just take a hot second. I think getting our rover out of this area is going to prove challenging. Maybe not. We shall have to wait and see. This is a good piece of scrap right here. Very good. Two graphite, please. Maybe that's not as good of scrap as I thought. Perhaps the medium generator is the king. That medium generator seems to give 2.5. It's pretty significant. We did leave a beacon over where there's like 3 medium generators. Alright. Back we go. 2 more points left. Little windmill just slowly turning. Yeah, so part of the reason I made such a fuss about eliminating all of this terrain is I wasn't sure how it would work if I was like teleporting through the gateway and some of the terrain was, you know, was like up there and maybe I got stuck in it, or I don't know. I didn't know how any of that was going to work, really. But now, more than anything, I just don't want these rocks floating here. That's the gist of it. Okay. Now that we've taken care of that, and that is no longer an issue, we can afford to go down to our rover and try to make the best of this situation. Which is eastbound is this way. Okay, so what if I think this will work. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get up and over this little ledge here, right? Yeah. And then we're going to dig this way, and then we're going to turn to the right. I'm going to dig down a little bit. Then I'm going to dig up. Right, there we go. And we're going to tunnel to the other side of the gateway, right? No, hold on. It's a little steep. It's a little steep. Come on. You can make it. I believe in you. There we go. We've tunneled past the gateway. Look at that area. That's... oh my goodness. It's pretty obnoxious looking. Alright. East for the last equatorial gateway. It's going to be this way. Across this valley and through the next mountain. Onward we go. Hopefully the Swiss cheese biomes are behind us. Oop, oop. Okay. A little bit of slow motion falling. Alright, and now we have to flip. These little biomes are interesting. With the light up plants and the gases and the radioactive fallout. No, don't. I've hit the climb out of rover seat one too many times when I really just meant to kick on the drill. Alright, and the goal is going to be to hit this cliff and burrow upwards so we end up on top. I believe we can do it. I believe in us. No, dig down just a little bit. Okay, whoa, another one. So I'm starting to lose my bearings. I'm not 100% if I'm still facing east or not. In fact, I'm going to go down on a limb and say I'm pretty sure I'm not facing east in the slightest. But we need to get up somewhere where it's flat, where we can assess where things are. Oh, look at this thing behind us. Oh yeah, it's another one of these like satellite technology items. Alright. That's okay, we're not really interested in that. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is east. Hey, look at that, we're pretty close to it. We're just, again, down in these ravines. And I would much... oh, see, there it is again, hitting the wrong button. I would much rather be on top of this cliff here. not seeing a beam of light to guide us. Nope, there it is. Alright, we're going to detour a little bit to stay into the easier to navigate biome. The much easier to navigate biome. And there we go. We're going to dig through this mountain. Keep the drill running. Keep it running. Keep the drill running. Alright, we've got this. We've just got to hit this cliff and dig up. And we can do it. Putting all of our rover navigational skills to the test. All the tricks that we've learned since we started drilling with the rovers back onto Solo. In a way, Silva was the first and last planet that we were able to successfully have a rover convoy that was able to get things done. And I suppose you could do it on any planet you wanted, assuming you built a road of some sort, a highway, some method to drive that defeated the terrain. Oh, look at all those over there. Let's see if we can do this without extenders on this one. That would be swell. Nope, then we're going to use the light. Alright. After this, we're heading to the South Pole of Atrox. It may be tricky to navigate, but I don't think we're going to take any of those wind turbines back with us. Wind turbines don't really give a lot of scrap. Not nearly as much as, like, say, the solar panels do. But what we will do is drop off our soil. As we use our soil to make more clay. And I don't know what to do with this lithium, so we're just going to throw it down. Alright. Back to the South Pole. Well, back to our South Pole expedition, rather. You know what I meant. I'm very anxious to see what sort of suit we're going to unlock in this mess. Alright, south is that direction. Speaking of suits, it occurs to me there are 3 locked colors. This one likely being Atrox. These 2 I don't know. Maybe not. That seems like Atrox colors. Those 2, no clue. This, I don't know. Radiated and galactic suit. Not sure about that one either. Alright, so just for the sake of transparency, I think I'll let everybody know that the game appears to be reaching some sort of critical mass. It has crashed on me now a couple of times as I've tried to leave this gateway. And so I'm tempted to sort of rush and beat the game before everything becomes unstable and falls apart, because if I had to guess, It has something to do with all of the tunnels and bases that we've built everywhere, and the game simply deciding that it's done with all the tunneling through everything and having to remember all of the places where we've altered the natural generation of planets. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe not. But I do know I'm going to be taking it rather easy to the next gateway to avoid any more unnecessary restarts. Oh, hold up. But we are going to grab that generator. Thank you. I don't see any more here, so we're going to continue. This thing just looks like a beast, by the way. Look at it. Look at all that. Rather impressive. A significant amount of power, for sure. Let's see. South would be that way. Okay, so we need to turn slightly to the left. I guess dragging around 9 RTGs on a large rover that is drilling through all the terrain this late in the game is getting a little taxing for everything to be kept track of. Maybe. But we're going to get in and out of the rover seat quite a bit to ensure that we have saves that are incrementally further and further along. Oh, I see no beam of light. Oh, hopefully we can travel across these plains to get to it. I feel fairly certain this is south, but we're going to double check. No, south is that way. There it is. I am visual. We're changing course to due south at this time. I think running the drill makes things worse, and taking tumbles in the rover also makes things worse. So we need to try to avoid all of these things. So close. Down in this pit. We're so close. Let's do it. Let us do it. Alright, drill up. Drill up. We're stuck on something. Hold on. Okay. Then we'll just have to go around it, I suppose. Drill up. Go. It's within our grasp. The final surface gateway of Atrox, and all that separates us and it is this narrow little ridge line and a huge ravine on either side, and we've high-centered it. We've high-centered the large rover. Oh no, we didn't. We've got traction. We're going to employ the drill. Now, unlike the North Pole, this pole is usually all nighttime, or, again, permanent twilight, as the case of the North Pole on Atrox. Yep, and there you have it. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll flatten this terrain. Oh, we need some soil. Really? There we have it. It's a glorious thing. That it is. And what we're going to do now is even more glorious. So we no longer need the power generation that these provide. So we're going to just leave these here at the South Pole. It is time to go back to our base and gather up not one, but 2 nanocarbon alloy. Again, we're going to keep our trend of carrying these packagers with us for purposes of scrap. Why at this point, I couldn't tell you. It just feels more efficient that way. Speaking of efficiency, let's do the grand thing and just slap the clay right on there. See how that works? It's a marvelous thing. We don't really have the soil to queue up the centrifuge again. But we're going to leave the extenders behind and 1 soil canister behind for our 2 nanocarbon alloys that I'm sure we're going to need once we get to the core. I'm so certain that's what it's going to be. If it's not, I don't even know what I'll do if it's not. I don't feel like it's even necessary to throw out some sort of like, oh, I'll do this if it's not, because I'm that certain. No, I suppose that's sort of a cop-out. But again, I can't think of anything because I'm that certain. It is the most difficult resource to get. So we'll leave these RTGs here because where we're going, we're not really going to need them. Because what we're going to do is probably foolhardy, but you know me. I have been known to do the thing that is foolhardy from time to time. Alright, let's drill down. Let's drill as straight down as we can. Well, straighten the camera out. Hold on. Nope, let's keep drilling down. Drill down. Drill down. Alright, stop. We freaked the game out. We went down a little fast. Alright, let's flip the rover. Nope, not a 360, like upright. There are crevasses here, like on the surface, just steep cliffs and whatnot. Okay. Okay, well, there is a generator up there. And I do want to grab the generator, so let's do that. And then I think what I'll do is we'll pull this resin off of there, which we don't need, and that's where I'll store the nanocarbon alloy. Alright, I don't want to dally around here because I don't want to have any accidents. So instead, what I think we're going to do is we're just going to drill down. Let's just point the drill down as steeply as we can. Yep, we get good color change, good transition, and just drill. Yep, we hit the next layer. Let's just keep drilling straight down like a rock. like a meteor. I want to plummet down to the... What is all this? Oh my. Okay, well, it's not a mushroom biome, but... I don't know how many of these plants are dangerous. Pretty sure the mushrooms aren't. Maybe we can safely just gather some of this graphite from here. Looks like we can. That's good. Let's do that. See, I don't... Normally plants with red on them are pretty dangerous things, and I don't want to die and have all of my stuff down here. Look at all this ammonium. Okay, I'll give it to you. This is a pretty interesting looking little cave system. Again, not seeing any sort of resources beyond what can be found on any planet. And so I don't want to get near that. That's a projectile shooter. Let's get back in our rover seat here. I think the answer is going to be we continue to drill down. As straight down can be. And there we go. Whoa, look at that. Oh, maybe we should watch where we're going, huh? Look at all of this. It is pretty neat. It is pretty neat. It would be cool to kind of have a base down here, but it would be so dangerous. But you could probably get all the hydrazine you could ever want with all the ammonia. And I imagine you could still use an atmosphere condenser to get hydrogen from out of here. It is kind of cool looking, though. I'll give it that. It's definitely cooler than like Glacio or Visania's core. These special plants. It's like Silva with the mushrooms. It's neat. Okay, we're gonna wrap up the sightseeing though and continue drilling as straight down as we're able. As perpendicular to the surface, to the crust of the planet as we can. And boom. We're rapidly approaching rock bottom now. But in a good way. Bedrock bottom. Look at this. Gravity is so light here. Let's get out and let's flip it. Yep. We're past the point of taking fall damage now. Gravity is beyond low. Maybe if we just dig down. Just dig. There it is. We've broken into the core now. There's nothing to do but to fall down into it. Now, if we did somehow guess wrong, and the nanocarbon alloys are not what is required, the endgame resource that is the most difficult to make, that you have to get the atmosphere from Atrox to make, if that's not it, then what will end up happening is we will have to die. We will have to die and find our way back to the core. In fact, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put these packagers here and make sure these nanocarbon alloys are on me so there's no incidents. But we will have to die, find our way back, and then come back with the correct resource, which means there'll be a little bit more to it, but I think this is going to be it. No, 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 come on, come on. That's close. That's really what I want. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop it. No. Sort of riding that fine line. Stop it. You know what? If you just have to stay there, you just have to stay there. That's fine. It's not like I can miss you. You're pretty obvious. All right, so the resource icon for nanocarbon alloy is this thing here. A little cross with triangles and indentations. Let's go see. Oh, we chose so poorly. Do you know what that is? That is helium. Hydrogen. It is hydrogen? Hydrogen? No, they trolled us. The resource you can get almost anywhere, the building block of matter. Oh, the most simplest resource there is in the game, and very much the universe. Hydrogen. All right, well, here's what we do: is we've got to take all of this stuff off here, because we're not going to give up any of it. Nope, none of it. We're going to leave it all here so we can come back for it. And that means now that we just have to simply go and let nature take its course. We're going to have to build another large rover. I mean, potentially. We can't even dig through that without our drill mod. But our oxygen is running down here, so we're not quite where the oxygen is being provided to us. So what we have is really sort of a lonely demise. A slow demise. One that we're going to do a little bit of dancing to celebrate. But really, we got to see a lot. We got to do a lot. But in the end, there's going to have to be at least one more episode. This has been Astroneer, episode 56. And thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Be sure to come back next time as we conclude the Astroneer series by bringing hydrogen to the core and completing the satellite by the moon. But until next time, take care.